Previously on Knight's Quest.
I guess it's time for us to leave the beacon.
With that, the party splits once again.
Quis really wants a new hat.
A spear whizzes past you guys, and you see a group of orcs. Welcome to an episode of Knight's Quest. Today I want you guys to do a little math with me. Do you guys like math?
I
was told
no.
explicitly that I wouldn't have to do any fucking math
Like,
after I stopped doing
no.
college.
Okay, so Season 1 of Knight's Quest has 40 episodes.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, 40.
Well, let me get on my calculator.
Get your calculator.
Yeah.
Season 2 has 36 episodes.
Right.
Okay, we're all tracking so far.
Yeah, so if you put those together, that's 48. Okay, I'm with you.
That's very not true. My calculator says it's the square root of 10.
Okay, all right. Everyone tracking at home will know that that's 76. The episode we're listening to right now of Season 3 is episode 24 of Season 3.
Right.
If you add those all together...
If you multiply 3 times 24, because it's the season and the episode. Right.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. This is why we're comedians, I guess. No, this is...
That was Nathan's equivalent of, everyone's a fucking comedian.
No, this is episode 100! This is episode 100! This is our 100th
I can't believe we got
story
there.
episode.
I can't believe we did it.
Now, have we released more than 100 things on this podcast? Yes, including bonus content and the like. But this is our 100th proper episode, and dang it, we're celebrating today.
100th canonical story episode.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big deal.
And we're to celebrate, we are in the jungle.
We're celebrating by doing the episode.
By doing it. No,
To celebrate, we're going to do the thing that we would normally do.
Vote now on your phones.
No, in all honesty, I'll talk more about this at the end of the episode in the announcements. But for the rest of the next month of December, we will be releasing some bonus content to A, celebrate 100 episodes, and B, give us a mid-season break. So
Yeah.
So get excited. There's some good stuff. We've got an episode in the works of almost like a little prequel in Goldon that I'm not in.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't even listened to all of that yet, so I'm so excited for that one.
I kind of forgot about that.
Another almost prequel where we're going to be reading the original Knight's Quest book I wrote in high school.
Oh, yeah.
And then also some of our favorite gems of our some of our warm-ups that we do, and you guys are going to love them.
That'll be fun. I'm really excited to hear those again, yeah.
That's not this episode. This episode, we're in a jungle, and there's stuff getting thrown around people's faces.
People's faces are getting thrown around?
No, things are getting thrown around at people's faces.
Somebody's throwing stuff, yeah.
Our crew is in the middle of the Oerwelf jungle, and a spear has just been thrown past our face. There are some orcs approaching us. What do you do?
Where does the spear go? Does it hit a tree? Does it sail away to be lost?
Yeah, it impaled in one of the roots that Trouble was trying to climb.
Quis tries to get it, but he ends up just kind of hanging from it a little bit. Like he's trying to like pull it down from where it is in the tree.
You know what? Give me a strength check from Quis.
Excellent.
Okay.
Difficulty 1.
Probably still going to fail.
Quis is not known for his physical prowess, but, you know, who knows?
Let's get this started right.
All right,
Yeah.
so
this
difficulty
stupid dice
1,
roll.
you say?
Yeah. What does Quis have for strength?
2.
Oh. He was working out. Good for him.
That is a success with disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, I think
Also, that
he's
puts
able...
Quis at canonically twice as strong as Raynor.
That checks out.
and Leroy. Quis is as strong as Leroy and
Perfect.
Raynor combined. No, I think I like that. He's able to get the spear, but not after
Nice.
like hanging from it for a while and kind of looking silly about it.
Quis just has a spear now, yeah.
He immediately stows it in Christopher.
Oh. And it fits. It just goes... Loop.
Yep, he just
Really
puts it away
something,
right
yeah.
away.
Okay, there is a group of 6 orcs, and they approach, and again, they kind of start by speaking in Orcish, primarily. Grorg says, he says in your guys' language, he's like,
We speak Orcish, but the rest of the group doesn't, so could you just repeat what you just said in this language?
one of the orcs, they're all dressed kind of similar to everyone else had been in the Beacon.
Okay.
Not quite as fancy, but, similar attire, similar fashion. I mean, you haven't gone that far. It's been not even a full day of travel.
Right.
And one of the lead orcs of the group says, we're going to need that spear back. You can give us a spear back. It'd be great. We're hunting for some, there's some truchas in the area, and we're trying to catch us some truchas. So we need the spear back. Thank you.
No.
What do you mean, no? That's ours.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's in my bag, so.
A different orc speaks because I hate that voice.
Yeah.
How'd you get it to fit in the little bag?
Is that a throat joke?
No, the bag's like really small.
Oh, yeah, it's bigger on the inside.
Oh.
I like that guy's voice. Rainer, I think he got his shield out when there was a spear chucked at them.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I think he says, so, okay, just to be clear, you threw it at us on accident?
That's a great question.
No.
So, which one of us did you think was a true Huss?
I'll be honest, I didn't think you guys were true hats. I threw it because I thought it would be intimidating.
Eloise sees that Rainer's proverbial hand is where his hip be at, and so she draws her meteor hammer as well.
Oh, no, wait, this isn't what I was expecting.
You know what? No. You know what? Roll this. This is a roll. We're rolling today. 100 episode, 100 rolls.
Okay, maybe not 100 rolls. That might be quite a few.
That's the...
Yeah. Everybody who's listening to this looks down and sees that it's a 5-hour Knight's Quest episode.
It's all discussion, and then right in the last 30 minutes, we're like, shit, forgot all our rolls.
Well, technically, I've rolled twice, and you've rolled once. We're at 3. 3 already, so we're doing great. Okay, roll for fear. You're trying to intimidate him.
Who?
What's the difficulty?
2. Eloise.
Oh, Eloise, right.
Yeah.
Success with advantage.
Okay, you intimidate, and advantage
I'm in
is
my
going to...
fighting stance.
She's got that fighting stance.
Is that the advantage that she finally has her fighting stance?
No, she already learned a fighting stance.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, but
Okay.
she's using the correct weapon now, so it's...
Oh, excellent,
Yeah.
yes.
She's just been practicing how to use that weapon now.
Right.
True.
Advantage is going to be this.
Oh, hey, well, okay. Hey, I'm sorry. You can have the spear. It's your spear now. We didn't need it. It's fine. Let's start over.
Yeah, I'm sorry, what's happening
Yeah,
here?
sure.
Let's start over here. Hi, this is my friends and me, and my name is,
My name is Caden Rock Smasher.
Yeah, that's Caden. That's Caden Rock Smasher. He's the strongest of all of us, obviously. My name...
And he flexes his forehead muscles.
My name is Flim Nose Scratcher.
Scratch his nose.
I'll be honest, I didn't get the best of names, but you know what? I like it. It's true about who I am. And there's more of us. What brings you guys out into the jungle?
No, I wasn't like purposely
speak
not
your
introducing
language.
someone. I was just trying to think of names.
We are the only ones among us that speak your language.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the rest aren't fair. I mean, you heard Toril, but his voice is really sore today from screaming, so he's not going to talk anymore today.
He's getting over a head cold.
Yeah. Jungle sickness, am I right?
It'll get you.
Jungle sickness, yeah.
There's actually a lot of them. There's a lot of jungle sicknesses, so we're not sure which one it is. We're heading into the beacon to get it checked out.
No rush. It's a little chaotic there at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Jeez.
There was a fire at the bottom
Whoa,
by you.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no.
they definitely don't like having fires there. It's a rule and
Oh.
everything, yeah.
Yeah, no, we know. Like, we've been there a lot. We live in the area.
Speaking of knowing, we got somebody who knows a lot about trees in the jungle.
Hi, I'm Grota, tree knower.
Oh, you're Surgeon General.
Yeah, that's me. Surgeon General, True House 5. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Oh, yeah, that's some... we're just new high. That's why we're on the hunt. We're trying to bump that up.
I think one of them does say that. He's like, my name's Dart Peer of Pants. That's my orc name.
Dart, please. Don't speak unless you've killed a Banus.
Yeah, why did we let him on in the group? He hasn't even killed a Banus. Yeah, that's...
I lied my way into the hunting party. I'm a very good liar, surprisingly.
Dart, come on now.
We're just traveling.
Yeah, we're going to somewhere.
No, we're not going to somewhere. We're going somewhere else.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're on the road to Garka. That's where we're going.
That was it, Garka.
Your friends went to somewhere.
Yeah, I had something that I wanted to say to Katrina, and I totally forgot about it, but now everyone's gone, and so hopefully that's fine.
Alright, well, since we've already decided you get to keep the spear,
Yes.
I guess you guys be safe in the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys need anything different colors or?
Oh yeah, let's do it real quick. Excuse us, good sirs. Good sirs.
And Jonathan like takes off his jester's cap and like bows really low, like showing off his ridiculous fucking hair.
Yeah. Oh boy, here we go.
We could tell that you of course are followers of the heinous religion. I mean, obviously, that's why you're hunting the mighty Truchas. But what if we could tell you of a way of life that was better, that was more simple?
I like things that are more simple.
That's right, Peer of Pants. We got this for you. I got a friend we want to introduce to you. Their name is Sim. They're the Spirit of Light, the Lord of Color.
The 3-in-1.
3-in-1.
Yeah.
Got a whole song about it. Got a whole song about it.
But we're not going to sing it right now. I'm not ready. I didn't warm up my vocal cords this morning.
It really works best with the whole light show and everything too, so, you know.
Yeah, it was a good show. We did a good show. Anyway, would you be interested in making a new friend in the Spirit of Sim?
And Jonathan like holds back whatever he was about to say and just kind of like, yeah.
Dice roll number 4. Here we go. So Grorg is going to be using a move that he's got called Evangelize. He rolls Camaraderie. Uses
Nice.
1 PP. Try to convince someone to join your faith. So, he's got a okay Camaraderie, which is surprising with the name Friend Maker, you know? Is Jonathan going to help him with this, or is he just going to let Grorg do the talking now?
No, so I was going to ask you, I have an idea for a way to add a boost, but I feel like it doesn't make sense for Jonathan to lead with that. I should probably roll and let the outcome decide how good the help is.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Probably persuasion.
Okay.
Just a straight up persuasion.
Yeah, just roll a persuasion difficulty 3, and this is seeing if you're able to add anything. Look, it's going to be at 5 rolls already. We'll hit 100. We got this.
Nope. It's null. It's just nothing. It all canceled out. It's just a failure.
Whatever analogy you were using, it didn't translate.
Yeah.
We're going to roll them. And, that's a lot of... Okay, 1 success,
Love
3 disadvantages.
Don't love it.
Also, I've now decided to start recounting how the dice are rolled. We're going to count each individual dice rolled. So I just rolled 5 of them. So we're probably at 10 dice already out of 100. So we'll get to 100 dice. 100 rolls real fast. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay. With that success, they will be convinced. I mean, this isn't like they're going to give their whole life right now, but they are definitely interested and convinced. 3 disadvantages could be 3 of the orcs aren't, though.
Okay.
So it's like split 50-50. The ones who understand versus the ones who don't understand. Peer of Pants and Rock Smasher and Nose Scratcher are interested. They're intrigued by this conversion. The other 3 obviously aren't because they're not listening to that language.
Alright, that sounds pretty cool. I'm always down for more friends and more spirits.
I like colors.
Are there any cool animals to hunt?
There's like space geckos and mistwalkers and like ghost armies and giant scorpions.
Oh yes, please kill as many of the scorpions as you can. That would be great.
How big are the scorpions?
They are giant.
That sounds dope as hell.
Yeah, I think after we go and get his jungle sickness checked out, we'll head over that way.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for these guys, but I'm definitely I'm going to somewhere as soon as possible.
And I don't exactly have like a packed social calendar, so I think I might do the same.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no. This actually we're gonna need you to pair of pants. You can't.
We need you the special hunting mission while we're gone.
Yes.
A special hunting mission?
Yes.
I'm gonna finally get a Banus.
Oh, no. This isn't a simple Banus. This is what you are hunting for, the Janus itself.
You're gonna kill him, man.
I don't think I'm supposed to do that, like, heretically.
No, you can't. You can kill a Hanus, yeah. It's the Hanus Pentus, you can't.
Oh, okay. I thought you were telling me to go kill the spirit itself. Like,
no.
I was really confused for a sec. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, that sounds great.
Oh, he's gonna die. He's absolutely gonna die. He's gonna be dead.
You just have to go to the center of the beacon.
Uh-huh.
And clap loudly.
Clap loudly.
And yell.
Yeah.
Janus, come out. And if it doesn't happen the first 4 days, keep doing it.
He's right there in the city?
Yeah, totally.
I think Leroy leans over to our group and goes, wow, what a bunch of weirdos. Am I right?
Quis goes, oh my god, right? Everybody knows the Janus is in the woods. It's not in the
Hanus
city.
is in the trees. Come on. Right, does Hanus live in the trees, Grorg?
Grelta, you want to give us some input on this? We genuinely don't know.
Yeah. More like in a cave in the trees, but yeah.
Yeah, trees. That's what I said. Cave and trees. So I think Grorg tells them a little bit more just about the simplicity, and then they eventually part ways. Quis, write down that you have a spear now.
Oh, it's in Christopher. Like, no doubt.
Nice.
Is that in your inventory?
We didn't change colors of anything.
No.
No, I'm not saying this because I think you guys forgot. I'm saying, like, Jonathan is, like, very aware of that. Like, no transaction happened in this.
I think I know how to reconcile that moving forward. But yeah, make sure you write down spear and Quis's.
Oh, it's fucking...
You got it. Done. To resolve this first day, we still have Rainer, Grorg, Leroy, and Abiil to, what do they do today? I know what Leroy is going to do. He's also going to use a move. Not just because I'm trying to roll dice, but I genuinely want to use moves.
Right.
He has a move that I haven't used once since Season 3 started, because I forgot. It's called Use Acrylics.
He's going to paint?
He's going to use his drawing skill.
Yeah.
Use 1 IP to create a picture, and it can contain a hidden meaning.
Oh, that's fun.
So I'm going to say if there are advantages or disadvantages, those will be the meaning.
Oh, okay.
Now, it's not going to be a deep, elaborate one. It's going to be more of a sketch while they're walking.
Yes.
But we're going to go for it. And I think for that reason, it's going to be a simple painting, difficulty 2, setback because they're walking. And then Leroy has 1 proficiency in drawing, but 4 in skill. So it's going to be a total of 7 dice. So we're at 17 dice, baby. Oh, you hate to see it. That's just 1 failure. So he's not able to get the drawing.
What does that look like practically? Like,
as they're walking, he's trying to draw, but maybe trying to draw a bird, but then they walk past it or it flies away, or he's just not really able to find anything that catches the muse, his inspiration.
That's too bad.
And the walking, definitely. I mean, that was the last failure because of the walking was the reason. So that's Leroy. For
this day in particular, Rainer is just gonna go back to his old standard he hasn't done in a while of just trying to get better at music. He's gonna practice.
Yeah, I hear practicing an instrument helps you play it good.
Yeah, it's wild. I think in particular, he's working on the song Mending Melody. I really like the idea that Jared told me about of what if Mending Melody is like played more minorly, and would that hurt people? I just have like this magical pain inflicting song.
Yeah, so basically you're trying to learn a new song.
Right. I think in fiction he's just like practicing the song until he like realizes that there's this other weird way he could play it or something, But the effect I want is to see if he can gain that possibility. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Absolutely gonna give you up. Absolutely gonna let you down.
Oh, no.
That's a different song. Okay, then let's have you roll for music, Avi. It's going to be tough. You're making a new song, so it's going to be difficulty 3.
Yep.
Make one of them a red, though.
Oh, okay.
How many dice are you rolling total?
Right now I have 2 green, 2 yellow, 2 purple, 1 red. That is 7 dice total.
24 dice. Let's go.
Okay. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a success with, yes, 1 advantage.
Okay, so this is great news for you. You learn a new song.
Rainer learns a new song.
Instead of mending melody, it's the hurting hymn.
Oh.
What about maiming melody?
Maiming melody is pretty good.
Maiming melody is good. I like that one as well.
I was trying to think of more M words, yeah.
I know, I couldn't, so I just gave up and went with a different alliteration. But maiming melody is very good.
I'm writing down maiming melody unless we come up with another M word for pain.
And let's just go with, obviously, roll for music, but it will do emotional damage.
I think I just wrote emotional, but that's fine.
Emotional. Rainer has his first attack spell.
I don't even want to say this, but I feel like I should for fiction's sake. If he learns and figures out how to play it, it must have hurt somebody, right?
Right, somebody might get hurt.
Well, here's where we come in with the advantage. We have that advantage rolling around.
Okay.
I'm going to say, with that advantage, Jamie, you get to decide how specifically that came about. Did you hurt a creature moving around? Maybe it just hurts one of your friends temporarily, not enough that serious harm, but you go, oh, hold on, whoa. What did I just do here?
I'm trying to think if anyone in our group would have, very susceptible hearing or some crap like that, Like trouble because he still has bigger ears.
He's got animal ears.
Oh, no! Oh, no, it's gotta
that?
be. He's fiddling around with the song and he's trying different notes and stuff, and all of a sudden Trouble just winces in pain, and he just claps his hands over his ears, and he's just oh god, oh ow, oh my head, oh my, it hurts so much, my head, and of course he's just oh god, I'm so sorry, I don't know what just happened, but apparently I think I did that, and I'm so sorry. And then there's just a really awkward conversation where he tries to apologize for that. I guess I just have a pain song now.
You have a pain song.
Yeah.
That's it.
Which is what I was going for, so that's a success, but I don't know.
The stinging song, the maiming melody, the harmful hymn.
Next up on my list, let's go with Abiil just real quick. This is his first travel episode moment where he gets to do something. Good for you, Abiil.
That's true. Yeah.
Didn't he travel with us halfway to the...
He did, but he never got to do stuff.
Oh.
Did we not have full travel episodes, maybe?
No, there were full travel episodes, but he wasn't a full party member.
Oh.
You know what?
Huh.
No, what?
He is going to try to gain a proficiency in music.
Yes.
Oh.
Go for it. Yes. Chase your dreams.
Yes, because he likes singing, and he realizes someone has to play the cymbals. Someone has to be good at playing the cymbals.
Okay.
So he is going to attempt to roll from music, and he's going to do it by using an existing roll he's got. He's going to make a lore roll because he knows lots of songs from his history because he's got a very good lore skill. So that's how I'm justifying that. So he's going to make a lore check, difficulty 3, but he rolls 4 positive dice.
Yeah.
And he asks Rainer for help.
Yes! I was kind of hoping you would say that.
He gets the boost.
Rainer is a little bit surprised, but
32 dice.
Tentatively, he's about that. He's about helping him. So I think Rainer is definitely in on this.
Okay. 3 of the positive dice were blank.
Oh, no.
But all the negative dice were only disadvantages.
Oh.
So that leaves us with 1 leftover disadvantage and 1 success. So Abiil gets the music.
All right.
Oh, snap.
All right.
Abiil gets proficiency in music. Which
Doing
is awesome.
What?
Singing. He's
nice.
a singer.
Nice.
Oh.
I will say his disadvantage, though, is going to be that he does push himself a little too much on this first day.
Ooh, you don't want that. Yeah.
His vocal cords are going to be sore, so he won't be able to
And
use the music.
He gets a case of the pygmy stallions.
Sure.
It's a little horse.
The little horse.
He won't be able to use his music skills tomorrow. He has to recover them.
He's got a cool down on that skill. You
Yeah,
can't
he does.
use
Yeah.
your music skill for 24 hours.
Exactly. And then finally for Grorg, I think I just want him to have a quick conversation with Jonathan.
Nice.
He goes, man, this was such a great success today with those orc hunters.
Well, like the walking. Oh, I see.
Yeah, we were able to promote the simplicity, and we didn't even need to use the symbols. It was so great.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get to use the symbols, and that was. I mean, it's
So
didn't need to, didn't get to. I like the symbols.
Well, I like the symbols too. I mean, they're really cool, but like, it just shows that there's something about our religion that we're sharing, and that's, you know, what's most important is the faith and the people coming to know Sim. And yeah, the money's nice, but like, we don't need that. That's not what this is about, you know.
I think Jonathan says, "Grog, buddy, you say our and we, and like we are friends, we are partners, we are in whatever this is together. I'm all about playing both sides of it. I'm all about a balance between the business and the message, because that was our agreement. That was our bond with Sim. But you call this a faith and a religion, and I'm happy for you. I am. I'm happy for you that you have this, whatever you think this is. I don't feel the same way that you feel, and I feel like I would be remiss if we were to keep going like this and I didn't tell you how I felt, because I don't feel the same way."
Grorg goes, oh, right, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you've always been it was about the business from the beginning. I mean, that's why we left Gold on. And
no, I mean, that's not...
no, I mean, that's why we went for Sim, was so we could get more True Blue, and we could, and he kind of like holds up the bottle, and he's like, no, you're right, the business, we got the business.
Whoa, hey, no, that's not what I'm trying... We met Sim as a real thing. We met Sim, and we talked with Sim, and Sim is in this extra dimensional space in a crystal in an oasis in a desert. I don't understand what faith, air quotes, faith, what religion, I don't understand what this praising thing is that you're doing. Like, he doesn't hear us, he can't see us, we're not lifting him up, we're not giving him anything. I sending people his way and having people meet him and hang out with him and spend time with him, like that's fulfilling to me. I don't know what this. It's great if it's making you feel better, but I don't understand where this religion thing came from. I don't understand what this is.
Jonathan, roll camaraderie, because I'm doing that not because I don't think.
No, I agree.
I just truly don't know how Grorg would respond, and so I want the dice to pick. And 100 dice.
And also, we gotta get that 100 dice.
100 dice. How many difficulties?
I'm going to say difficulty 3, but a boost. Obviously, because of the friendship. How many dice did you roll total?
6.
6? So I think we're at 30 dice. 30 dice. My math might be wrong by the end of this, so we just got to overshoot it.
So it's a success, but with 3 disadvantages.
Dang, okay.
So I think I was having you roll for, him just answering that question, whether or not he would shut down or not. So he will answer the question. I'm going to take one disadvantage being that he will be frustrated about this a bit.
Grorg will remember this.
We'll have a frustration. Number 2 is Abiil will get involved.
Oh,
of course.
Difficulty 3 will be...
Difficulty 3?
Sorry, not difficulty 3. Sorry, disadvantage 3 is that this will be the end of the conversation for today because of the frustration.
Wow.
So Gorg's going to say, I'm glad that you agree with me that it's important to send people to Sim. I mean, because Sim, they're all alone in that desert, as you pointed out. And so, that should be something we're doing. But all this other stuff, I mean, don't you feel the weight and the importance? I mean, we met and encountered a spirit that created the colors of the world. Like, don't you feel the gravity of that? Doesn't that make you want to, to celebrate, to honor that person who, A, gifted us this gift with the power to change the colors of the world, and you just want to use that to turn a profit?
to make money? That's all you're thinking about?
And I think it's at this point that Abiil comes in. He says, I think I'm not quite as fanatic as Grorg is, no offense, but I think he's got the point that we do have a lot of responsibility and of being one of the few people we've ever met this old ancient being. I mean, we've all met Neener and the Sim. All of us. I mean, we have no shadows, Jonathan. I mean, that's something. I don't know. I just think that's. I like the money too. I mean, I do the numbers and the money. I'm torn between you both. I'm like a parent who has got the 2 children. But at this second, I think Grorg has a good point. We should be having something to say how much we appreciate him. And so, whether or not that's what Jonathan was intending with his question, this is how it was received.
Interesting.
Jonathan has one more thing to say.
Sure, and yeah.
I think he kind of like steps back a little bit and just like puts his arms out. He's just like, look at me. Like, just look at me. Sim is not the first spirit I've met. I've met like at least 4 by now.
Yeah.
And they're kind of 2 for 0, like 2 and 0. Good and bad. Like it's like a par. Even, too good, too bad.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I guess it's just not as big of a deal for me at this point.
And that's where the conversation ends for the day. That is the end of our first day of travel. It's now time for day 2. Obviously, Grota is guiding, but who in our party will set the pace?
Quis, he's got a spear.
Nice.
Okay.
He's just feeling real proud about that fact.
To everyone's fear and dismay.
What is the pace today?
The pace is leisurely.
Nice. Excellent. All
right, roll the d20 quiz. And that brings us up to 31 dice rolls.
A 17.
I bet we're doing it now. Okay. All right. Okay.
You say these things as if we're all in on this.
Yeah.
Episode 100.
You say these things as if to make me nervous, yes.
What does everyone do on their leisurely day? Again, we get to take more time as we stroll through the jungle. We can stop and pause. I already know Grorg's thing is he's going to be like taking proper time to help Eloise fight. He kind of needs to distance himself from the boys. He wants time with Eloise. So we can just start with that one, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that's Eloise's then, too.
Yeah. We'll just start with that one. They're just going to work on her use of the meteor hammer specifically. She knows the basics of fighting, but not the basics of the meteor hammer. So I'm going to have Grorg do a camaraderie roll to determine how much he can help with Eloise's probably just weapon handling roll. Okay, that's 5 more dice. We're at 36.
Nice.
And that one is going to be success with 2 advantages. So she gets 2 boosts.
Hell yeah.
Good
Easy
stuff,
money.
good stuff.
All right, Eloise, make a weapon handling roll. Difficulty 3, because we're trying to get a proficiency added, right?
Right, yeah, I don't have a proficiency.
And get those 2 boosts in there. So.
Oh.
How many dice did you just roll? We got to keep track of this.
7.
Garbage. 7? Ladies and gentlemen, we're at 43 dice rolled. We're cruising.
43 dice.
That's a success with 3 advantages, my guys.
Whoa.
Diddly dang.
All right.
Okay. So, yeah, she gets a proficiency in whip.
Hell yeah, finally.
Excellent. Good stuff.
Grorg teaches her, obviously, how to use the meteor hammer. The techniques, how to throw it, how to bounce it off your foot, how to wrap it around your arm. I'm really glad that there's more meteor hammer representation in media, because I watched Shang-Chi, and it's in there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, dope.
It's like that. It's like that.
Holy
so
crap.
Go watch that, everyone. It's a good movie.
Excellent.
3 advantages. I will let you decide, Jake. Do you want that to be 1 big chonker or 3 little good things?
1 big chonker.
All right, we'll let you make a move.
Oh, hell yeah.
We will create a move, a combat-based move.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be a combo move. No, I don't actually know how meteor hammers work that well, so this might be wrong. But it could be something where she is able to use an ally to help her fight. Like it wraps around them as well.
Some crazy acrobatic shit, yeah.
Yeah.
It all kind of revolves around like binding around like body parts and then releasing the tension to get like directional force on stuff and like swinging and spinning. So I'm trying to think of how that could be used in.
Could be something where like it's in a combination with one of Grorg's punches. So like when she releases, he also gives it like a punch to like double accelerate it. That could be really dumb.
No, I like the sound of it though.
Well, I'm just trying to. So is this a Grorg specific duo move, or is this a like anybody in the party can help?
I would say to make it beneficial to you, anybody could do it. But I think if there's ever the chance, it's going to be Grorg who does it. But yeah, you could use the rule would be written: an ally helps you.
Yeah, because I mean, I could think of a way that Jonathan could help with Lazy River.
Yeah.
I could think of a way that Quis could help with his rings.
Dude.
So what is Eloise's camaraderie? Does she have a good camaraderie skill?
She has 1 check in camaraderie and 3 in charisma.
Yeah. So let's have this. The move is, I love doing this with moves, is it uses camaraderie to do a weapon attack.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I can see that.
A boosted weapon attack, too. And I'll let you decide. That one can either use a KP or a PP. Obviously, you're using camaraderie, so a PP would make sense, but it is a physical attack, so a KP would also make sense, too. Or it's one of each. This is a good move.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Using KP and PP.
All right, 1 KP, 1 PP. You use camaraderie to make an attack roll, and this is going to be something that we do for any type of weapon, so that's specific to yours. So we could just call it flanking is what the move could be called, you know?
Yeah, I really wanted to call it Double Dragon, but that's only really funny for people who play Street Fighter. Also, Super Smash Bros. Would be funny.
That is
Super
funnier.
Smash Bros.
That's funnier. Super Smash Bros. Is way better. Yep. That's the move. That's it. There it is. I got it.
It'll always be a bro helping out with this move because Eloise is the only girl in the party.
And she is now.
Oh, guys.
Oh, except Grilta.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not a party member, but it's okay.
Yeah, we're one.
We're one. Okay, so that's Grorg and Eloise for this leisurely day, and they spend their time,
Nice.
combat training. They even, they come up with some of those inner working moves where maybe like she rolls over his back as she like wraps it around him and then over, and he does a couple punches, and it's just, they start to flow. They got almost like a little rhythm.
I love the idea of her like shooting the heavy end of the meteor hammer at him and him just like walloping it, like changing its trajectory completely with the tiger gloves.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, with the Sandrake gloves and his
Sandrake
brass
gloves, yeah.
knuckles. So it's just,
Yes.
it's a punch. So he's able to like have it curve in an angle almost.
It gets like embedded in a tree and they have to spend a few minutes like retrieving it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a physically grueling day, but at the end of it, they are both better fighters from it. Grorg is not legally allowed to increase his skills in fighting. You know what? I'll give him a proficiency check in because he was willing to help you, so he doesn't get any. He gets a friendship point, is what he gets.
Friendship points. It's been so long.
Friendmaker's got 4 friendship points. Makes sense.
There
Yes.
you go. I know what Trouble's gonna do. In the previous episode, Trouble gained a walking stick. And I think, like, as they're traveling today, earlier in the day, he's just kind of, like, swinging it, just kind of as you do when you have a thing in your hands, right? But then he realizes it's, like, not that dissimilar from the reeds they were fighting with at the Instagram, right? And I think it kind of leads him to wonder, like, man, I wonder what fighting with a staff is like.
Oh yeah, like
Like
a bow staff.
bow
or something?
staff. Yeah. I guess I don't know who that was directed to, but I like the idea of him trying to find, or maybe if this walking stick is heavy enough to swing, I don't know, or finding a new one, of a bigger staff. So I think that's something he's going to be on the lookout for now.
Oh, so you're looking for a stick.
Yeah,
A
I
bigger
think
stick.
so. I think so.
And that's going to be easy. That's a search and roll.
Excellent.
Searching roll. I feel like you're in the jungle.
Yeah.
So difficulty 2 on
Okay.
finding stick.
Does anyone want to help me look for sticks? It would be really funny if absolutely nobody wants to.
You know what?
They think it's
I feel-
stupid.
It just reminds me of those old videos of the birds where it's like stick, peck, peck.
You know what? I remember episode 1 of this season, we had started a tiny bond between Abiil and Trouble.
Did we?
And it was brief. It was like a 2-second thing. And I was like, I
Oh,
like
hell
this.
yeah. Okay.
And now that Raish is gone,
Yeah.
I think Abiil will join
Yeah.
Trouble in the search for a bow staff. Like he's like,
Nice.
I think I should have something to protect myself if a monster comes. He has no skills of any kind in combat.
Okay.
But
No, it's all in
he
accounting.
He wants a stick. He wants a stick.
He's min-maxed his math skills.
They're both going to make a searching roll and get a boost to it.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, we're also the only two, I think we're the only two Tariv buddies left.
We are. So they talk about that. They bond over that.
Yeah.
So we'll roll and then have a little dialogue from that.
The desert's hot, right? Right? Yeah. Like, that's it. Okay, I did 2 difficulty, 1 boost. Was that right?
Yep. So how many dice is that total?
5 total.
We're at 50, and then I'm rolling another 57. Did we add the dice from our training with Eloise and Grorg? I don't remember.
I certainly wasn't counting.
It's at 65 now.
Yeah, I was going to say, you counted my 7 dice.
Oh, dang it. Okay, 55 then.
I have 3 successes and nothing else. The rest cancels out. So success.
Okay. I got 2 successes, 4 advantages.
Wow. Okay. Jeez.
So they both find a walking stick.
Okay. Great.
I'm going to take one of those advantages is that Abiil gets a friendship point.
Trouble got a walking stick in the previous episode. Like, what I was hoping to find was a longer one that he could, like, fight people with.
Correct. Yeah, so...
Excellent.
So you both are able to acquire, I'm just going to say...
So like a quarterstaff.
Yeah, I'm going to say you both have a quarterstaff. And they do have some pleasant conversation of, so you were in the gate? Yes?
Oh yeah, they're both from Tariv.
Yeah.
I was there one time. Maybe I saw you?
Yeah, maybe. It was...
Were you blue at the time?
No, that was all these yahoos.
Yes.
It was partially the desert nearby the city, and then in the city for a little bit, but then after that I was mostly just stuck at this is the place.
And what is the place?
Oh, it's just a big store that sold fumbles. It's kind of morally questionable now that I look back on it for sure.
I think it is. I think it has always been morally questionable from the moment it was conceived.
Yeah, but like at the time I wasn't really thinking about that. I was mostly just thinking about, food and rolling.
And the other fumbles, I've heard you are a lover. Yes.
Oh, I mean, sure, but the ones at this is the place weren't really my type.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, we were like in captivity. It would have been weird.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're distracted of other things. I guess you and I both have understood what it means to be a social outcast.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm blue, so it's.
Yes.
Well, I guess that's not true because I mean, since I turned blue, I've had like a posse to travel around with. So
ever since I have been blue as well, I have met this posse. Yes.
Trouble's just like, I don't. What do you? You're not blue. What do you mean?
Oh, I'm trying to work on this language's idioms. Idioms is the word. Yes.
Does blue mean something?
I love that. I don't remember if it was Trouble or if it was Abiil that brought it up, but I love that somebody made the connection of like, yeah, it was mostly just like survive, consume nutrients, reproduce. Those were kind of my 3 main thoughts. And now I pay taxes.
Yeah, now I have a human brain.
Yeah, now I have stress.
Blue is not just color; it is also apparently what I am all the time. That's what Jonathan said. So
what?
Maybe it is accounting. I think
blue is accounting.
Always followed by dabba dee dabba die.
Yes, he keeps saying it all the time.
Huh?
One of the Glenwian songs, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, look at these sticks! Wow,
Oh,
these are
good. We
perfect.
found.
You could really knock a guy out with
And
this.
then they found some sticks. Perfect.
I'm gonna say with the triple advantage that they're also gonna find something else.
Ooh, okay.
And it was friendship the whole time.
Just because I'm lazy, I'm gonna make it just while they're walking around, they're also stumble upon like a tiny treasure chest.
Excellent.
It's like someone had hid it in the jungle as like a
goof.
Jungle pirates out here.
like a cache, yeah. And so Abiil is gonna keep those to himself.
Wow, rude.
Well, he'll split the money inside the treasure
It's
chest.
literally just money?
Yeah. He'll split it with Trouble.
Is it silver
"Listen,
paper?
It's silver paper.
Okay.
He's like, the only money I have is the business money, and I would like to have a personal account. So this will be for me. And
Okay.
so each of you guys are going to get, I mean, it's got to be a good treasure chest. I will deal with the ramifications of this later. We each get 20,000 silver paper.
Jeez, okay.
I truly don't know. I can't do the math fast enough of how much that actually is. But
No
it's
idea.
big. It's big. It's a lot. I found a good treasure chest.
This is technically the first time Trouble has ever owned money.
I think Abiil says this too because he has seen a little bit of his interaction. He says,
Yeah.
now you can pay for all the bowls you're trying to collect.
Right, the bullseye. It's not collecting. Okay, God, Fine, I'll explain this. You give the money to people when they're selling bowls, so they stop pointing at you. That's how society works. I learned all about it in Instagram. I'll explain it in more detail if you want, but that's the gist of it.
This is like a child with like emotional trauma explaining their behaviors.
Oh my goodness.
Like, you know what I mean? Like this is
I
this
just
is
meant
like
he
some
thinks
twisted,
that's how it works.
Right, but this is like the twisted logic of somebody who's like been hurt before. You know what I mean? Like we do the thing so the bad stuff doesn't happen. Like why is this such a weird thing for you?
Man.
To be fair, Trouble has had
Yeah.
a very
I
rough
think
life.
you're
He
right.
was imprisoned. He was like physically transformed.
I didn't
He
fully intend
finished
this dark tone, but you aren't wrong.
Not just imprisoned, but paraded around the lobby of an establishment that actively turns his species into garments.
Yeah.
And then when he finally finds a safe place, he turns into a different species.
Right.
And is then teleported to a completely new climate.
That's confusing for anybody.
Taken to school.
Yeah.
Literally and
And then he had a
figuratively.
person flapping him at his shoulders with a stick a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of stuff has happened, yeah.
Yeah, Trouble's life has been a lot of trouble.
He is convinced that he's figured out economics,
Yep.
so he's very proud of that, yes.
Talking to the accounting master.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Abiil goes, I think he'll end this conversation. He goes, I magically can understand the economics and the currency and the mathematics of every possible currency and economy in the entire world. And you're absolutely correct. That is what it is. Yep.
Thank you. Yeah. I went to school for like one afternoon, so I know what I'm talking about.
And you won. I saw it. It was great. All right, so that's them. That leaves us with Rainer,
That was
Quis.
fucking delightful.
Yeah. Rainer, Quis, and Leroy for the day.
Did you have anything you super wanted Quis to get to, Jake? Because I want to have Rainer talk to him.
No, go for it. I was
Okay.
literally trying to figure out what to do besides like hitting shit with a spear. Because that's what I
Right.
think Quis would do with it.
Rainer, you can talk to Quis, and that won't be his thing.
Okay. Dope. So Rainer's gonna have a conversation with Quis, and I don't know how to get into this topic. I think Rainer just approaches him and he's like, okay, so I don't love that I'm still thinking about this, but like I keep thinking about the book, right? We just have it with us now. And like,
I know what Leroy's doing.
oh no. Oh no, I've given Nathan an idea. And he's just like, I still hold to what we kind of agreed when we were leaving the Bawayu, right? It's really, really dangerous. We need to be sparing about how we use it. But also, it did give us some really good information about possible music weaknesses and if there's a way to redo his whole shtick, right? And I just can't help thinking maybe we ought to try it again. And I feel very nervous saying that because it has
Okay.
the potential
And he
to
just
go
starts
so
taking it
wrong.
out.
He just takes
He just starts taking it out. All right. He stabs his spear into the ground point first to take out the book and, heftily starts like raising it up out of Christopher and...
Oh my gosh.
I love Christopher. Beautiful. Are you doing a roll?
Yeah. Well, I suppose Rainer would probably do it.
I don't believe Rainer himself actually did it in the book episode, so I think he's going to now.
Are you sad that you didn't get a turn with the book?
Yeah.
Right.
I think, since Leroy wants to do this as well, this is what his turn for the day will be. He's like, hey, I heard y'all talking about books.
I won't be part of this. Action. You first, though, Rainer. Obviously, you're good.
I mean, yeah, it's not my book. I kind of figured I would ask Quis about it since he's kind of
the bookkeeper.
I was gonna say the bookkeeper, but then I realized that's a loaded term, so I can't call him the keeper.
Now, I do gotta say,
I think as the book is coming out and, Leroy sees the Mirjik symbol, we've talked about us as a group being called the Mirgicians, and I like it. It's funny, but I think out of everyone, the three of us, we're the Mirgicians, right? We use the Mirjik items the most. We're the ones who've talked to Mirjik in his little castle. So, we're the Mirgicians.
Boy, I don't love that we have more of a connection with the super volatile chaos god than the rest of our crew, but I guess we kind of do.
Hey, man, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Which of us has the most connection? Because Quis, obviously, you were his dude.
I mean, probably Quis.
But Rainer, you're the one he's always griping about.
He does.
But then I have my entire family's history was trying to concoct a special bread to communicate with Mirjik. So
I've gone through 3 personality changes. Why am I competing? Why am I jealous? What is this?
No. Leroy, this is not a joke. I have multiple different times forgotten that your family was part of a secret plot to...
That's what I'm using the book for today.
Yeah. It's just that other stuff kind of comes along and I kind of forget about it.
Also, I think this will make sense why Leroy's remembering this conversation now.
Yeah.
Is Bjorn definitely called.
Oh, okay.
The day before, because he calls every day.
Yeah.
And there's nothing super plot important that happened, but he did bring Leroy's parents
Bakers
along.
Yeah, there we go.
He brought the Bakers, and so they were able to have a conversation with him, and now he's kind of remembered, oh yeah, this thing that was going on.
Oh yeah, my family has a secret, room that we can't go into.
That's what I said.
That's what I said.
As most families do.
Yeah.
We've teased enough. We've got the Mirjik book.
Yeah.
What do you want to find?
I guess what Rainer's thinking when he opens the book is, this is very specific, but what came to mind was what can I do to protect the heart of Anima from Mirjik screwing it up, if that is way too specific, I can try to think of some other stuff too.
No, that's good. Obviously, depending upon what you roll will determine how helpful that is. How helpful it is to answering that question.
Wait, holy shit, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Hear me out. I'm going to talk for 30 seconds and then y'all can tell me if this is stupid.
I can do literally nothing but hear you out.
Go for it.
So I'm going to say this and then we can take it back if we need to. Rainer opens the book, and the thing he is meaning to think about when he opens the book to get that information is, is there a way I can help defend the heart of Anima from Mirjik just screwing it all up, right? But at the moment he opens the book, a different thought comes in and distracts him for just a second, because it's something that we all know Rainer does worry about a lot, and that thought is, am I really the hero?
Okay. Roll a d20.
Do we feel like that'll be good? That'll be interesting?
That's a great plot point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially because we haven't really resolved the thing at the end of season 2.
Right?
Yeah.
And it strikes me as the kind of thing that would sort of pop up in his thoughts when he's not really trying to think about it,
Roll that d20.
I already did. That's not true. I just did. It was an 11.
11.
So we might get a really anticlimactic, here's something that's not helpful.
Yeah, great question. Great setup, but Mirjik in all its goodness. Oh, man. You open up the book, and inside you see it's written in Orcish, but of course you can read it. There's a couple stains on the paper, but on it is the recipe for...
It's always recipes.
JJ's Jungle Jumble.
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's all there.
Huh.
And now you know how to make it.
Wow.
Including his secret seasoning at the bottom.
Oh.
Huh. I don't really know what to do with this information. Leroy, do you like learning new recipes if it doesn't have anything to do with bread? I mean, you could take a look at this if you want. I mean...
No, I kind of want a bread recipe. That's like the whole point. I mean,
for
I
sure.
want to open the book, yeah.
For sure. I just want to make sure nobody, like, super wanted this before I close it and it's lost forever. I think that's how this works. Oh, well.
As Rainer is saying that, Quis is, like, slowly closing the book again.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. There was that nugget of history that... I guess it's not lost forever. You could just go find JJ
Rainer,
and
you
ask him.
will remember it for all of time. If anyone needs it, you just tell them.
That's true.
Rainer, I know what it's like to lose memories forever, and what you have is the opposite of that.
Yeah. I forgot about the perma-memory thing from this book. So it is now canon that Rainer, no matter what happens to him in this earthly life, will always remember how to make JJ's Jumble Jumble.
Rainer can definitely start like a second business and undercut. Rainer can like franchise in Glenwood.
Jumble Jumble.
Yeah,
He
JJ's
could.
Jungle Jumble.
It's true, he could do that.
Jumble Jump.
Arby's Jungle Jumble.
Just writing that down in my inventory quick.
I think
Permanent
Leroy is
memory.
torn because now that he just mentioned this memory stuff, now he's kind of curious about memory things, but I think he's going to stick to it. He's going to stick to his original plan if he wants to learn more about just, this family history with Mirjik stuff.
Nice, okay.
Dice roll number 57. No, we rolled a 7. So he opens it up and it's an Excel spreadsheet. Well, this could be kind of helpful. It's a census record of Goldon through the years.
Huh.
And he's able to see it's the family lineage of the Bakers.
Whoa.
So it kind of just shows, in this year, when the census was taken, there were this many people in each household, headed by this person. And it's, goes back to, the census records go all the way back to the founding of Glenwood.
I was going to ask, actually, does that mean we can go back to that point and see exactly how old the town is?
Yeah, so...
Cool.
Actually, so Goldon itself is older than Glenwood as a nation.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
In fact, it was first founded when the land was occupied by the invading trolls. The trolls that came in. And liberated the people from the Elven Empire and then enslaved them again. And they founded this gold mine, and that is the first time the census was taken because the trolls wanted to know how many slaves they had. So
wow,
that's the first record of the Bakers. And so he can see his family has been living in this city for a long time.
Damn.
Interesting. We've had our roots. I wonder if that has impacted the special grain. Maybe because Baz Al Ghul was there. Did that change how the grain grew? Oh. I'll have to ask Mom and Dad about that. They didn't tell me about that. It's interesting.
I've never had to take stock and think before now if a spirit being stuck underground would somehow magically alter the food of the city above. But if it does, that's very strange to think about.
Hey, so we're just going to jump in the middle of the story here. So we promised you we would describe Quis's hat in this episode. Right. We actually forgot to record that until 4 recording sessions later. Right. So this is us describing the hat, which it does look like it. No one in the episode is going to talk about it, but in your own mind's eye, this is what Quis's hat looks like. Jake, what is this hat? I don't even know what it is. What is the hat, Jake?
So he definitely misses his old hat for sure, like the big green wizard's hat. And so this hat is going to be similar. It's still going to be green. It's still going to have that same kind of conical shape to it.
Right.
But the wide wizard's brim is trimmed in gold. And here's the cool part. Similar to the pyramid on the dollar bill, up where the point is supposed to be, the hat just stops and then there's a gap. And then there's a second smaller hat that hovers above that gap.
What?
But the point on that cap is kind of bent a little bit.
Sure. Does it have an eyeball or it just floats?
No, it just kind of hovers and slowly rotates.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
The tip of the hat, where it would be either a point or a little curly-do or anything else, is instead its own hat.
Yes.
Oh, I love this so much.
Yeah.
Over a flat surface.
Yeah. Yeah, the cone terminates in a flat plateau, and then there is a gap of magic, and then a smaller wizard's hat.
Yes. Yes. Can you take off that separate hat?
Don't know.
Or is it... We'll find out. Okay. Great.
You can try.
The last detail you got was you can have one beyond natural trait. What is the hat? Like, game stat-wise, what does it do?
It wards magical attacks. It wards against magical attacks.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
okay.
I like that. So it gives
Okay.
you more resistance against spell
Yes.
attacks.
Hell yeah, okay.
Great. Simple, easy. Mark that down on Quiz's character sheet.
Done.
Okay. Well, I hope you all
love
enjoy that
the-
hat because
Yeah.
we're not going to talk about it for the rest of the episode.
But it's there.
But it's there. So, okay, back to the story. Let's wrap up these little vignettes with
Yeah.
Quis. Want to do some wand stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, the wand. Yeah.
So yeah, Quis is going to rummage around in Christopher and look for his Bawayu wand.
Yep. You pull it out.
And he kind of looks it over and he tries to, you know what? He's just gonna, I don't even know. I might need a new move for this.
Ooh,
What are you trying to do?
okay.
He's just gonna channel anima. Like he's just going to,
Whoa, okay.
Harry Potter style, just let anima like flow through his arm and through the wand and just see what happens.
Yeah, I'm going to say we're not making up a move right now.
Sure.
Based off what happens, it could become a move. I think if you're just like channeling anima, then that's just spell casting.
Which he's good at.
Nice.
I'm going to say just in general, too, with the wand, is it's not going to add boosts and stuff. It will just mean the result of what you're doing will be stronger, period.
Nice. Okay.
Sure.
Success or failure. So, all right, channel that anima difficulty 3 boost because the Oerwelf jungle.
3 successes, 3 advantages.
Whoa.
Yeah. All right, I mean, we've already established 3 advantages as ground for a new move.
Wonderful wand.
So, do you want Quist to get a new spell from this moment? Okay.
Nice.
So I think visually what's going down is Quist is just kind of like, he's just holding the wand and he's just trying to like get into that sense, which we've already established he's kind of been able to already attune to the anima in this area, like the humidity of the anima, you know?
Right.
And they are progressively getting closer to the heart of anima. I mean, it's been only a couple of days, so it's not that much of a difference, but you're closer. You're just kind of like, you know, just trying to shove it all through there, and then bam, something happens. Jake, what kind of spell do you want?
What's that spell?
I want it to be... It seems silly, but we're all working on, like, combat stuff on this walk. Like, Raynor has a harming spell, Eloise is getting better with her weapons, and Quis doesn't really have any combat magic. Like,
He's got fire.
He's got a ring that shoots fire, though.
Okay.
But you could have another one, I'm saying.
he's got a
Yeah, that's
ring.
fine.
He's got a ring that shoots fire. Everything else is make a drink cold, go to sleep. You know,
This
like
is true.
I want to play on this idea that like Quis and Conquis are not separate entities anymore.
Okay.
You know, like there are
Yeah.
remnants of both. And so I want him to have a spell that draws on Quis's anima and Conquis's Mirjik.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I will have to say this, just lore-wise, those two things are different.
Right. Let me rephrase that. I want a spell that doesn't necessarily coincide with his like convenience wizard training.
Oh, I get that. Yeah, you want like a legitimate wizard spell.
Yes. Cuz like Conquest did some crazy shit.
I really loved the one where it was like roll a d20 and it chose one of the 20 like weird elements you came up with on a table.
Yep. How about this? We can roll on that D20 thing again, and whatever we land on, that is now a consistent combat
Ooh.
spell you can do. So it won't be random in the future, but it
Okay.
is random now.
Sure, let's do it.
All right, roll a dice for that. We're now over 60 dice rolls, I think.
Electric, which I love because it
Perfect.
yeah.
Oh my god.
So you just you got good old fashioned, like a lightning bolt. Blast.
Nice.
It's standard arcs from the tip of the wand to where you're trying to hit. It's the most generic default combat wizard spell, but that's because it works. Because it works.
Yeah, I think he does it and he's just like
Yeah. Everyone notices because like a bolt of lightning just arced from the jungle. And
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
like, what?
but it happened like right when like Raynor or somebody was in the middle of saying like, so what makes this different from the ring? I mean, is it just stronger or like? Yeah.
I think that's it. That's the difference right there. It does a lightning.
There's just like a smoking pile where one of the trees used to be.
No, the jungle's fine. Jungle's fine because there are no disadvantages. Everything's fine.
Yeah, just like it dispersed into the air.
Nice.
Yeah, that's how electricity works. Okay.
Don't fucking science me. This is magic.
Did you write down? We got yourself a new move.
Yes.
Nice.
Lightning bolt, DP, spellcasting, pretty standard stuff.
Yep.
And it does a spell damaged attack. So like when it attacks someone, it will be against their spell resistance.
Oh, gotcha.
Which is good. Not a lot of people have spell resistance. They might in Varden, actually.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna call this move Donald's Revenge.
I don't have a silly character in this party, but I so badly want someone to suggest calling it the lightning rod. Because, like, it's a wand that shoots lightning, right? I mean, did we already have a name for the wand?
Well, no, but it's not explicitly, like, it's not like the rings where, like, it has a built-in purpose. The wand is just, like, a conduit.
Oh.
Correct.
It could potentially have other things?
Like Quis can do his other magic with the wand.
Oh, I misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah, that's the key difference. So, like, wands can do all the magic just better. Rings are for more, like, basic beginner stuff where, like, hey, here's your pre-prep spell in the ring. And he had, like, a standard spellcasting ring that could help him do, smaller spells.
Right.
But nothing like this.
Okay, gotcha.
So, everyone's done their stuff for this session.
Yes.
Everyone has been improving their combat. It's been quite a productive day. I mean, Grilta's, she's been trucking forward. Everyone's having a good time. And it's in the afternoon after all these things have happened, after the lightning bolt, after the book stuff, after the training, after finding the bow staffs. And Grilta says, hey guys, everyone come here. Everyone, be quiet. Shh, come here.
We do that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I gather around. She's okay, so we're reaching a portion of the jungle where so far it's been pretty big trees, and it's still gonna be big trees, but we're gonna be going through a slight clearing, and I just kind of poked ahead, and it's really nice. I mean, it's got some really lush mosses everywhere, so it's not like a bunch of wild grass. It's just like really soft, springy moss.
Yeah.
So it's really fun time. But this is the kind of area, and some of you might have paid attention yesterday, they mentioned this, that true high love. They love nibbling on the moss. They love bouncing on the moss. I think there's some up ahead.
Ooh, okay.
And so she kind of like leads everyone into the clearing. And it's not like endless fields. I mean, you can definitely kind of see the end of the clearing, but it is big enough that it's spacious. And yeah, I'm picturing just kind of like that Windows desktop, where it's got the green hill. It's like that, where it's a bunch of rolling hills, and it's like super green, super mossy, and almost has kind of like a spring to it. Like if you push on it, it kind of pushes back. And you can see a little bit up in the distance that there is a deer-like creature prancing along on this moss, and giving it some extra spring to it.
What's the horn situation?
That's a great question. You know what? I got dice for this. You're only seeing the highest one that's out there is like a 4 point. Okay. So they're pretty young. Obviously some younger ones, some females who obviously don't have antlers. So it seems like it's a fairly newer group.
When we were in the Instagram, we saw like a little statue or a relief or something that had one of the creatures on it. And am I right in thinking that was not the True Huss? Was that a different one?
It was.
It had all of them.
Okay.
There was a shield that Eloise and Grorg saw, and I think everyone else saw it once they came to the Instagram.
Oh, okay.
They had all the creatures on it. But yeah, let me give you a little more description.
Perfect.
So start with your standard deer, or white-tailed deer, but it is a bit more horse-like, and so it's a little bit chunkier. It's not quite as skinny as a deer is. Face is a little bit more elongated than a deer. It is a brown color primarily, but it has almost kind of fades to bluish green
Interesting.
color.
Okay.
Near its feet. So it's brown on the back and then greenish near the legs. And it has a tail. So it's not like a short little tail. It could get bushy if it wasn't taken care of kind of tail. But right now these are all kind of more kept. So they're all a little tighter together. And then, antlers.
Cool.
What does the group do?
Eloise turns to Grorg and says, "You think we can take one?"
Ooh.
Well, I mean, I don't know about you, but I would love to be able to go home and say that I'm a Truchas. I mean, that would be like, hey, Dad, I got a name. I'm a Truchas, and here's a new thing I'm doing, and you're my friends. So, yeah, we should definitely try. Yeah.
I forgot to mention too. The antlers they're not like solid gold, but they have like golden tips. That kind of transition into.
Yeah, so I think Eloise turns to Grilta and she's like, "Okay, Grilta, I mean, you've killed one of these things before. What do we need to look out for?"
Yeah, so they, as you can tell, are very nimble. This is their terrain. This is their zone. So they can bounce, they can dodge, they can hop and run. They are prey, so they are very good at knowing when predators are around, which would be us.
Right.
So, yeah, long range is good. So your spear Quis is good. Your meteor hammer is going to be okay. You'll get some distance on it. That's going to be all right. Quis, I don't even know that wand might work too.
Oh my god, just hunting with lightning.
I've tried it. It doesn't work very well.
Grorg punching it that's going to be tough.
Kinda surprising that none of us have picked up a bow or anything yet.
Yeah, I mean, Katrina was good at throwing stuff.
Yeah, she was. I mean, she is. She's not dead. What are we talking about?
I hope she's not dead.
Yeah.
I killed my Truchas. 5 point, which I did lie earlier to the magistrate. I said 7 to impress him, but it was only 5.
Whoa.
So, you gotta do what you gotta do. But anyway, I did kill mine with I had a trap that I set because I knew the location. And so then once I trapped it, then I just went up and I stabbed it.
So you said this big open field, like the Windows background. Is it like super tall grass, or is it just like as soon as we step out of the trees, we're in the open and we can be seen?
Yeah, so there's some shrubbery, like some ferns,
foliage.
Some bushes, some foliage, but there's not really grass in this area. Like I said, it's mainly this moss has grown over whatever rocks or fallen trees are here to create kind of this rounded, bumpy, springy terrain. Like picture like the whole ground is covered in like green sponges is kind of like that description, and they nibble on that moss. They like it. It
tastes sweet to them.
So basically, if you're gonna do this roll with anything with a Truchas, that's difficulty 3.
Yeah.
But with
Makes
Grilta's assistance, you get a boost. But because it's their terrain, it's a setback. So
should I just leave that off?
No, you roll them both. 'Cause we gotta get more dice. We gotta get more dice.
So I'm currently rolling 7 dice.
Okay, we're in
I
70
don't think the setback and boost are perfectly even either. I think they're a little different.
they are a little different. Yeah, the boost is better than the setback is.
No. That's a failure with disadvantage,
Oh no.
which is about what I expected.
From Eloise.
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes to try and kill him.
I think she was just trying to like loop the meteor hammer, like the chain, like around one of their horns and like drag them down.
Oh, sure.
Just kind of got lost in the weeds.
Yeah. She missed. I mean, it's straight and simple like that. The disadvantage is going to be I don't want him to run away. So
Maybe a couple of the bigger, like couple of the bigger ones, like turn around to defend the herd.
yeah. So they don't flee. So I think maybe that could be something that makes Truchas more of a formidable threat. Is sometimes they run away, but sometimes
They stay.
They fight.
Oh boy.
They stay. And so they are now aware of your presence and are in defense mode.
Grorg.
Okay, it's my turn, I guess. My turn. Okay, I got this.
He gets into it. Eloise should have rolled her fighting stance.
Damn it. That's true. She was too eager.
Is that a whole separate move?
It's a move that gives like a boost on it, I think.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so Grorg is going to
Yeah, you add an additional green die.
Grorg is going to use his move Sandrake Punch, which uses 1 KP, where you punch really, really fast and you ignore setbacks.
Sandrake Punch.
Sandrake Punch. Let's use these moves. Come on, Big Mama. He's got a big dice roll here. The odds are in his favor. So that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're at 80.
That's 8?
He rolls, 5 good dice, 3 bad
Not
dice.
bad.
I think we're at 90-10.
We're at 90, 100.
Yeah, it's wild how that got us to exactly 100, even though we were at like 50 before.
All right, moment of truth. What do we got? No triumphs.
Moment of truchas.
Hey.
That is exactly 0
Of everything?
of everything.
So it's a failure.
That's a failure, my friends.
Disappointed.
Again, I think Grorg, he just goes to try to punch really, really fast. And he is fast. He doesn't get hurt. Nothing like that happens. But these are quick creatures. They are nimble and they bounce and spring away from their terrain. Does anyone else want to make any attacks?
I can't think of either of my characters doing it.
Yeah, I don't think Rainer would
Does
try to
Trouble?
take a swing at it with. I know I've set him up to be like sort of more scrappy than Rainer is, but I still don't think he would like go out of his way to just attack this animal.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna say no.
Abiil already knows he ain't gonna do it. He's got a stick now, but he's not gonna be able to succeed on that. Not gonna happen. Okay. How about this? Grorg, he's upset. He's bummed. He turns to Eloise and he goes, Eloise, one more time. But this time, let's do it together. Get your fighting stance.
Yep. All right, I'll roll that.
I think, does she have to roll for fighting stance? I think so, right?
It just says you use an IP and you add an additional green die.
Okay, then that's just it.
Okay.
Is she going to be using her other move?
Yeah, probably.
All right, so use Super Smash Bros.
Super
Grorg.
Smash Bros.
So I do the trifecta. I use an IP, a KP, and a PP.
Ooh.
I mean, come on, it's not like we're going to run out because we're a traveling episode. Grorg is going to attempt his punch again. I mean, that's why we have all this stuff for. And he's got quite a few KP, so he can make another attempt.
So I'm just rolling 3 against my weapon handling.
Yep. But you add an extra green,
Yep.
and they're both going to go at the same time. We both still have the boost from Grilta.
Nice,
You still have a
nice.
setback, Eloise. Grorg doesn't from his move.
I'm rolling a lot of dice.
Yeah, we're definitely hitting 100 because I'm rolling another
I'm rolling
8
8.
dice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeez, really? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're definitely 100 dice.
Not bad.
We rolled at the... Guys,
What?
one of my yellow dice rolled a triumph.
It was a triumph?
It was a triumph.
Oh man, it was a triumph.
Just straight success.
Nice.
Great success. That is interesting. I got, even including the triumph's success, it was a failure, but with an advantage and triumph.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got a straight success, no advantages or disadvantages.
So then I think, here's what happens.
Right.
Eloise gets the kill.
Ooh.
Eloise gets the kill. And I know how the triumph is going to play out.
Okay.
They're both going for the attack. They've been practicing. They've been practicing all day for this moment. Grorg goes in from one way. He's got his Sandrake glove punching, beyond fast. It's a blur to everybody else. And he's, pushing them in one direction.
Right.
Of course, the younger Truchai run away, but the oldest buck, the 4.1, he's the one in the front. He's able to get a couple punches in on the buck, but it doesn't knock it out. And so Eloise is able to, from behind, use her meteor hammer and just like straight David and Goliath style,
Yes.
right to the center of its forehead, knocking it out.
Damn, okay.
And it is able to fall on that blow.
Wow.
It collapses to the ground. The rest of the Truchai all leave, and there's kind of a moment of quiet as the group looks around, and Grilta comes over and puts her hand on Eloise's shoulder, and she's like, "Nice to meet you, Truchas 4. Well done.
Wow.
You are now the second highest ranked person in this party. Well done." that is your trophy if you wish to keep it. She gestures to the golden antlers.
Oh, hell yeah. Eloise goes over and just, like, grabs them and just kind of, like, picks up the head and kind of moves the antlers around and goes, I don't know what... I don't know what...
I can help you. She helps you, get them off, clean it. And, of course...
Wow.
We're not just going to leave the body. She shows you guys how to prepare the meat and keep that. And
okay,
keep the
that was going to
hide.
be the next question.
We use the whole buffalo.
We're not just brutal, like punching this animal to death
we're not just
for
hunting
no
for
reason.
sport.
No. Yeah, she shows like, okay, this is good. We're running low.
Right.
I mean, JJ's food was good, but we'll get some fresh meat for dinner tonight. This will be great. And so once all of that is properly taken care of and cleaned up, Grilta does just a quick little prayer to God Trujas. And she goes, wow, that was a productive day. And I think Grorg, what he's going to get out of it is he's going to keep the hide, that brown to green hide, and he'll use that for something. I'll just say Eloise obviously gets antlers, but he gets the hide. I'm going to write that down. But right as they're about to leave this clearing, they see the herd off in the distance. And one of the... I mean, y'all probably guessed this was coming a mile away. I mean, this is... There's a pattern. There's a pattern now to this story. It's episode 100. We got ourselves a 17. We got ourselves a triumph roll.
Yeah.
And we hit our 100 dice rolls. So one of the Trujas comes walking up to you on all four legs.
Right.
And then he's walking on two legs.
Oh, there it is.
And it grows a little bit bigger. And the world begins to shift and warp a little bit around you, a little hazy, a little lens. And I think Leroy goes, at this point, it's just kind of getting predictable. It's kind of just what I expect.
I texted Jake about 10 minutes ago. And I was like, absolutely bet that Nathan's going to end this episode with Trujas showing up.
That's it. I guess after 100 episodes, I'll become a little bit predictable. Hey there, Questies, it's me, Nathan. Thank you so much for listening to episode 24 of Season 3, a.k.a. episode 100. 100. I still can't believe we did it. As I'm recording this right now, this is insane. This is so many episodes, so thank you. Thank you so much for listening to this very long journey. To celebrate, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff, and so I've actually got two very big announcements. I'm finally making the announcements, guys. I'm finally doing them. And the first announcement that I'm really excited to tell you is that we here at Knight's Quest finally have our own Patreon. Yes! Now, for those of you who don't know what a Patreon is, it's a website called Patreon where fans of a show or a group or whatever can support that show by giving money through Patreon, and in return, they are given rewards. So for us here at Knight's Quest, what that means is you can go to patreon.com/KQpodcast, or you can go to our website, kqpodcast.com, and click the Patreon button. And there you will be given a couple different tiers, a couple of different giving levels where you can choose how much you want to give to support the show. And in return, you will be given extra Knight's Quest stuff. This includes more bonus episodes that just are for patrons, patron-exclusive stickers, a Discord channel for just the patrons. You can also engage more with the show, like suggesting what kind of bonus episodes you want. Suggest names for characters or other story ideas. And of course, you'll get a discount on previously existing Knight's Quest merch. So all of this will be available for you depending upon what giving level you try out. I'm super excited to just connect with you guys more and create this extra stuff. And of course, all the money that you give to Patreon, or at least like 99% of it, because like a tiny bit goes to Patreon, but 99% of it goes to supporting us and paying for the fees that we have to pay and upgrading equipment. And if a bunch of people sign up and support, then we can do even crazier stuff, like maybe like live shows and more merch ideas. So please go and check it out. Again, kqpodcast.com. click on the Patreon button or go to patreon.com/KQpodcast. Both of those are going to take you there. And yeah, just check out the levels, see what you can give. One thing I just want to give a heads up. Obviously, we would love your support, but if you're in a position where you don't have a lot of extra money, maybe you're in college or you're just broke or things are just tight, don't worry about it. Don't worry about giving. The show is still going to remain free. This, like what we're doing right here, that's going to stay the same. But if you are able to give a couple extra bucks every month, we would love for your support. And in return, we would love to get you more Night's Quest stuff. So again, check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. And as we mentioned at the beginning of this episode, we are going to be taking a mid-season break. Again, I talked about this again in the last announcement. From now until the end of 2021, we are not going to be releasing any normal story content episodes. However, we will still be releasing stuff every other week and then some. So here's the roadmap. Next week, that's right, 1 week from this episode coming out, we are going to be releasing a short little nighttime. It's not a full hour. It's only, I think, like 15, 17 minutes. So that's why I'm releasing it in between them. But hey, it's just a short little thing of us talking about what it's like to be at 100 episodes. Then in 2 weeks, you guys are going to get an episode of us reading the original text that inspired us to record this podcast. It's goofy. We make fun of it. If you like bad writing, it's a lot of fun. So we have a blast. So that's coming out in 2 weeks. In 4 weeks, we get a prequel episode, as I said, that Jake and Jamie recorded of when Jonathan first arrives to Goldon. So that's a lot of fun. And then in 6 weeks, we'll release some of our warm-ups, what we call them 3-line dialogues. This is how we prepare for every single episode, is we just do really short mini scenes where we kind of make up some new characters and test out new voices. And we started recording them because they were so funny. They were like, we just want to keep them. And we have a bunch of them, and I think you guys will appreciate that too. And then in January, we'll get back to episode 25 of the main story. So yeah, a lot of fun things to look forward to as we celebrate 100 episodes. Again, such a big thank you to all of you guys for just being with us, for your engagement on Facebook and Reddit and Instagram, Golfball and buying merch and music and memes and all that stuff. So thank you so much. And we aren't stopping, hopefully we got 100 more episodes coming of Night's Quest. And I'm excited for even bigger and better things. But before we close the episode, I do got a quick little promo for a different podcast who's going to be shouting us out on their show. So take a listen.
Hello, friends. My name is Andrew, and I'm the host of a show called Fort Worth Roots. It's a podcast where we take in people from all walks of life. We've had authors, musicians, we've even had a politician. Basically, if it's somebody that's making our community a better place, we want to put them in front of the microphone and let you hear their story. Thank you for supporting the show that you're listening to right now. We would like you to come check out our show because we've decided between me and the host of this show that you might like our show too. It's recorded right here out of Fort Worth, Texas, and you can find us on all of your favorite podcast platforms or on fortworthroots.com. Thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.
Peace. Again, one last time, thank you so much, Questies, for your love, your support, your patience, as sometimes our plot is a little slower than we would like it to be. But yeah, you've been incredible fans. And we hope to see you at Patreon for some more fun stuff. Otherwise, we'll see you actually next week with another episode. And may your place in his story be long. That's it.
The end of the episode is just Nathan going, well, that's the end of the episode.
That's the end of the episode.
Go home.
That's perfect.
Go home, everybody.
And that's the last one. That's it. Game over.
Game over. You won.
Yeah.
You won Friday.
You won Friday or whenever you listen to it. Yeah. 100 episodes. $1 million. You did it.